Hello, dear friends of art. As you can see, we are here in Dubai at my booth at the art fair. And as you can see, we have completed our setting up. It looks a little bit different than the former plan, but we have to respect always the situation of light, of neighbors, and how the works interact with each other. So what remains here on that wall is our Mohammed Qasim, the work with the directions. We have here a scheduled multiples from Lou Robert. One is a very early one. This was from '96. She made it when she developed the Egyptian numbers in relation with her show in Cairo. These are the new ones, the Corona pieces, let's say. We have put the Glattfelder here because the problem with the light, which I introduced to you after the next wall with the light works from Mohammed, so we couldn't realize this in the central room because all the reflection in the works were too heavy. So we put our Glattfelder, as he's a new artist, on this fair in Dubai in the central, and I think it looks wonderful. Together, the wave of Günter Uecker with the marvelous fan of Lou Robert. I think this is a wonderful dialogue. It's like scheduled and it looks so beautiful. We had to move the light a little bit because first it comes from top, but only the upper part of the work was lighted, and then Mohammed Qasim had the wonderful idea to put the lights aside. And so I think it's really very well presented. We have our little sculpture from Lou Robert with dichroic glass. It relates to the works that was seen on the Venice Biennale in 2019. This time it was not just a small column like this, but there were 4.32 meters in height, and there were many papers, thousands and thousands of papers around. So it was a sea of paper. And if we are in Venice, we have here also a work which is related to Venice as well to the Emirates with the form of the quadrifora, the rosette. You find this in the Italian architecture as well as in the Islamic architecture. So it's a work that I think it's quite appropriate here. We have then, as scheduled from our plan, maybe you remember, these are the works from the Swiss artist Hans-Jörg Glattfelder. And I think they are looking marvelous here. The whole booth is very fresh and light and delicate. We have here, you see there's the yellow on the work, with is in perfect dialogue with the yellow of the work of the Italian artist Turi Simeti. I think is a wonderful dialogue. This is round with the round ovals. These are circles which are not circles. These are squares which are not squares, so it's a wonderful dialogue. Here, then finally we put one of the light works of Mohammed Qasim, which was scheduled in the booth, but you will see very fast how problematic it is with the reflection in other works. Here we had presented a paperwork wall for Mohammed to have a Mohammed corner, let's say, but it's difficult even with the white one. But as it's an homage to the Cadoro in Mainz, which you can see on the two little prints here, it's Cadoro directions and lighted. So here we have our little cabinet. As you can see, with some delicate works. We have here the delicate works of Hans-Jörg Glattfelder, also an homage to my city, Magonza. It's the Italian name for Mainz. We have here a very recent piece from Lou Robert with the wonderful gold leaf in 23 karat together with a Japanese paper. It's an octagon, and you see the beauty of this work. It fits very well. Here it's combined with a blue little Simeti work with 3 ovals. These are looking in a different direction than the yellow 3 ovals, and they have a different proportion, let's say, and they're different situated, and even so the work is in a square, not a rectangular, accompanied by another type of circles from Günter Uecker. Is only the head of the nails, which producing here a wonderful field full of circles in between and movement, and it's a very, very early work from '88, so it's more than 30 years old. I'm very proud to have it. And this is a very recent work from Lore as well, related somehow to the main work outside. You find again the turquoise, you find again the Japanese paper, and here is another, let's say, Arabic moment included, the papyrus paper that she brought from Egypt when she had the beautiful show in the Akhenaton Museum in Cairo. Here we have two little prints, one from Ture Simeti, one from Günter Oecker, embossments both, and both in very few copies are left, but this is for the collectors who want to start with it. So I think I could give you a little guide to our booth, and it will be my pleasure to welcome you here in Venice. You will be invited by our beautiful Plessy work. It's a work that consists of two elements, of two monitors, and relates very much to the Documenta work in 1987 when he showed the big Roma installation. Here you have, let's say, some sort of a quotation of this work, because it's also a red river going around. It's in two monitors, so it's red water just remains, and you will see there's a stone falling into the water. It's the old idea of Heraclitus that the time is always changing. You can never repeat something. As the world is changing, we ourselves are changing. What you will see very soon in the water when the next stone is falling. So we just wait a second, and then it's coming, as you can see here. And after, it looks like nothing has happened. So I'm here in my booth, I'm waiting for your visit, and I love to welcome you shortly in hall number 2, booth E6. Thank you.